morning, America.
Hey.
Dang. Woo. Where you at?
Hey. It is 7K coming to you from Party Angels Radio. Little lady with the big voice. We have another episode of Hood Morning America for you. We got our regular host and we got our guest host with us today again for another contest. We got our livest guest host. You know, we're gonna send them home with a mug. We're gonna send them home with a T-shirt. They get to win for the week. So this week, our guest host is we got Budda.
Hey. Shout out to Budda.
We got D-Lo, Suave. My baby bro. Finally got him in here. I've been here almost a year and a half. This nigga's been supposed to come to my stuff, and he's finally here. I'm so ecstatic. I'm so excited. I'm not that mad at him because he pulled up. I'm not mad. See, it's above me now. He's here.
I'm sorry.
And then we have my sister, Rrari Gelato. She's official gang. Let them know she's official gang. She got a show coming real soon. And then I'll let all of us give our own intros. Like I said, I'm 7K, aka Chrissy B. You already know where to find me at. You can find me on Facebook at Chrissy B. You can find me on Instagram at 7K on the radio, or Live with Me, or farmersmarket.com. You can find me everywhere. Same thing, Chrissy B.
Christian Mingle.
Christian Mingle.
Red T-shirt.
Blackpeoplemeet.com.
Dustin here.
IndiansWithAMission.com. Everywhere. MySpace. I don't have a MySpace. I've never been on MySpace in my life.
Ever?
What?
We're coming back to that shit right
Yeah,
now.
we're gonna take a
We're gonna come back to that shit right now. I gotta talk about that.
So we're gonna go to Buddy Hendrix, let him introduce himself. By the way, check out this hoodie though.
Oh yeah.
If y'all need a hoodie, we
got
got
the
y'all. We got
midweek
merchandise. We got
Midweek wrap
The limited edition, the Trap Society editions.
Shout out to Sarah and Chris.
There ain't that many of these out here, so if you got one of these with the Trap Society on it, you a lucky motherfucker. Bring it to me, I'll sign it for
I
you.
was like looking for mine.
You know what it is. But it's your boy Buddy Hendrix, the midweek wrap up exclusive, man. You know, I got my squad with us, Party Angels Radio. That's what a motherfucking Z, don't forget the Z. Excuse my language.
Facts. And you already know who it is.
We got the baby.
He the biggest one.
And y'all already know who it is. That boy, the young throw. We're not from here. Just get it done here. Razor back and a razor packing. I'm dripping in this Arkansas, sipping this thing. And guess what? Even when I'm inside, I'm outside. When I'm outside, we're still in the building.
Yeah.
That's what's up. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get it.
Squad.
I'm so proud of him. He got that down to 11 seconds. When we started out, it used to be 2.5 fucking minutes.
2.5
There was
hours.
more to it though. There was so much more to it.
You guys got the edited
He just slowed it down.
I did. I gave you the edited version.
You're
You
welcome.
know what I'm saying?
Alright, so we are going to jump right into the topics because we have a lot to cover. I did try my hardest for y'all to keep it real light, keep it real positive, but these funky ass bullies with badges and guns keep doing shit. So we got to talk about that now. So we're going to start out the show with some heavy shit, but then like always, I try to bring it back to positive stuff. So we're going to get a couple of things out the way. First thing, before we even get into the case in Fort Worth, we're going to say a speedy recovery to Earl Smith Jr.
Yeah, shout out to EJ, man.
Shout out to
Right.
Buddy.
Yeah, for real.
Let Buddy kind of go on to exactly what happened.
So, you know, earlier this week, we got a call, you know what I'm saying, hey, check on EJ, what the fuck going on? EJ was going down Riverfront in Dallas, flipped his car 4 times in a Ferrari, and he was ejected from the vehicle, but he had no major injuries, no broken bones, no internal bleeding. So we're just praying for a speedy recovery for the champ out here because we need one more title down here in Dallas. Everybody go ahead, take a moment of silence, go ahead and pray for everybody out here that we done lost and that's hurt in the hospital and shit like that real quick. Now that that's over, let's get to this bullshit.
Yes, and so like I said,
Question: Is this the murder that happened today?
The day before yesterday?
No, the one in New York that happened today.
No. We gonna keep it local. We keeping it local.
We talk
It's
about
a local.
But it was a local person
there's
that died from Dallas in New York today.
We're gonna let you
Okay,
bring that
Really?
up.
You'll get to talk about
It was
that.
a Jets game.
Yeah, you'll get. First off, what we not gonna do? Speedy recovery because they out here wilding. But I still love y'all. I still love y'all.
Yeah, he was on Riverfront. He did that shit right in front of the fucking police station, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
He flipped
So
his
like
car
we
in front of the
said,
police
our-
station.
So we don't
in
have
all
mountain
serious-
silence for the Cowboys?
No, we're not. And in all serious, and everybody that's laughing does not get a cup. Laugh at that shit. Laugh at that.
My phone feel on that.
Yeah.
I'm not a football guy, y'all. If it was Mavericks or something like that, then
Yeah, we have an issue. You know?
Anyway,
I'm not the football guy.
let's go ahead and get this heavy shit out the way so we can end the show with a positive note, or at least on a laughing note. Before we laugh, we got to kind of get into this. We just barely, our last episode literally was dedicated to the whole Amber Geiger case.
No, we're not gonna say it was dedicated to Amber Geiger. That shit was dedicated to Botham Jean because it was for him and her, the bullshit that went along with him.
We did uncover a lot of fuckery going on with that case, and so this one we kind of wanted to keep it light, but we can't because of bullies with badges and guns. That's what they are, bullies with badges and guns. So literally, not even a whole 2 days ago, a 28-year-old in Fort Worth, Texas, died in her own home by the hands of law enforcement again. Her name is Atatiana Jefferson. She was 28 years old. I think she leaves behind a small child. But even and all the stuff swirling around the story in itself, it's so fucked up. It's so fucked up that we're here and this is what we're reporting on. So here's what it is. They haven't released the name of the officer. They're not going to.
How did they not release the name of the officer? But the fucking footage was out before anything else.
They haven't, and this exactly. We're gonna talk about everybody's opinions. So I'm gonna get the facts out. I'm just gonna report on the facts, and like I said, we're gonna all go into what we think is going on. So they haven't released the name of the officer, but the officer's only been in the force since April of last year. I'm gonna go into my personal opinion on shit too. That's why I included that on purpose. He's only been on the force since April of last year.
Like whole career or?
He's only been on the Fort Worth force until a year ago. He's been there a year. So okay, but some statistics that kind of circle around this, so that it kind of gives you an idea of why there's so much outrage. Maybe if you're not from Dallas or you're not from Fort Worth. Okay, it's September. 9 police-involved shootings in 2019 have happened in Fort Worth Police Department alone. 7 of those were fatal. So if you think about it, we're in the 10th month of the year. So at least once a month, there's been a police-involved shooting with someone from the same county, Fort Worth Police Department. 7 out of those 9, the people died. This one is a little bit, it's a whole lot different. We already had that whole, with Botham, he was completely innocent. He was in his own house chilling, and he died.
I mean, from
now
what the facts with her, she was completely innocent.
I'm going to go into it. So here, a neighbor actually feels real guilty, but he showed his face and he gave his name and everything. But he feels guilty because all he did was call in the fact that his neighbor's door was open at 1:30 in the morning. Her door was open, so he said, I think someone broke into my neighbor's house. Can y'all come down here and check on it? So that's how the cops get called. So they go and they check on it. So they're answering a call to basically save her, right? That's what their whole point of answering that fucking call was. I'm irate about it because that's what the call was about. It wasn't, she's fighting in her house, y'all come see what's going on. No, someone broke in my neighbor's house, can y'all come check on it? So there's the body cam video. The door's already open whenever they get there. The video that they have released, let me go ahead and say it. It's edited as fuck. Edited to the point that CNN was like, "Can y'all go ahead and send us the unedited version of this video? Why is it so edited?" So in every video that's out right now, there's two. And it's clearly that the lights are on, but nobody can be seen. There's 2 blurred clips the whole entire time. It's blurring in and out whenever it's the main parts that we're questioning. It's blurred. But long story short, Atatiana Jefferson was in her house when they shined the lights in there. Of course, you're going to look and see why people are shining the light. She had no idea her door was open. She didn't know any of that. A neighbor called that in and said that they think someone broke in her house. We still don't know if she left it open. They said that
she was asleep.
She was asleep. She was completely asleep. So she pops up because people are shining lights in her fucking house. She doesn't know if it's cops or anything. So when she pops up, the cops are like, show me your hands, yada, yada, yada. When she moves toward the windows, they open fire.
Through the window at that. They shot this woman through her window. They
shot her in her own house through her windows because they thought
there's no warning.
There was no warning. Put your hands up, and then they shot the person that they were sent over there to save.
He's like, put your hands up. If you look at the video, he's like, put your hands up, and then he fires.
And so there's really not much more to the case. Like I said, it's been a day and a half. That's all we got. So by going off of what we got right now, I want to know how everybody feels.
First off,
my opinion is a little bit different.
I got one opinion on this shit, and this is some bullshit. This lady's window was closed, so obviously, first off, you can't hear what the fuck is coming from outside. Somebody yelling at you from outside, you gonna open the window, right? That's your first response.
Right.
If it's at your window, you know what I'm saying? If it's at your window, you gonna open your window and be like, say, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? You don't know it's a cop. You just think it's somebody fucking knocking on your window with a flashlight trying to check on you or something like that.
You didn't do anything. You're not expecting cops to be shining the gun.
Exactly. You sleep at your house. You know what I'm saying? It's 1:30 in the morning. This is 2 nights ago. And they go in and they shoot through the window. They don't even go in. They don't do nothing to calm the situation down.
She died in her
shot
home.
Wait.
She died
so
in her home.
they shot. They didn't even come in the house.
They didn't come in the house. He shot.
They saw
he
the
shot
shadow.
through her
They
window.
saw the shadow.
Like he
saw the
like,
shadows
I heard,
and
he
assumed.
came to the front door.
Yeah.
The front door was
Already open.
Open.
Yeah,
So
and the
he
body
doesn't-
cam. The
Now,
body
what he
cam
was
does show
doing
that her door was
originally
open.
was what he was supposed to do as an officer trained. They're supposed to go and check the rest of the house. The door's open. All right, let me go look at all the windows, make sure I don't see any foul play.
True.
Right? But this woman's in her house. You see a woman with her hands up, and then you shoot through the window when she walks towards the window because she can't hear you.
And their excuse was she had a gun in her house.
Yeah, they found it
They
after.
found
But they found that after the
afterwards.
fact that they had already killed her.
After
But
she was
my thing
dead.
is, you're in your home. Your license is carried. She had a bright future. She was, you know what I mean? And even if she didn't, it doesn't matter. Y'all killed this lady in her home on a call that was called to protect her.
Yeah.
The call was made because her neighbors were concerned about her, and y'all killed her.
Her having a gun in the house is
It's
irrelevant.
totally irrelevant.
It's her house.
Goes all the way
She
around.
has a right. She has a right.
She has a right to have a
And
gun in her
here's my
house.
thing. I'm gonna go ahead and say my thing. Because even if we remove racism, even if we remove the race part, let's remove that completely off the fucking table. Because I like to do that. Because when we say the race, she was black. She was black. Like I said, they haven't revealed his identity, the officer or her, whoever. They haven't revealed the person that fucking killed her and took her life. He gets safety when she's gone. They revealed that person's identity. But my thing is, even if we take the race card off the table, you guys killed someone in their home. Like, you were only on the force from April, and the thing is, in Fort Worth and Dallas and in all of these inner cities like this, law enforcement have tripled in the last couple of years. That's all fine and dandy to protect the people, but at the same time, make sure you're fucking training these people properly. Because y'all flying and shooting folks that y'all ain't even doing protocol
Y'all
or
killing these people
nothing.
in
There's
their
no
own
repercussions. There's no repercussions from y'all not following fucking protocol. But if
This-
somebody would have fired off on y'all,
That shit
there
really
would've
goes
been
back to what I said
hella
last week
repercussions.
about the Amber
We're
Geiger
not-
shit
exactly. We're
where
not
she was
training
fired
these
from
people.
another police department for manslaughter.
You guys
but
are so
she
threatened
was
by
denied
us.
by Fort Worth PD.
Exactly.
a job,
Red flag.
And then
Yeah,
she gets
you're
hired
you're
in
so
Dallas
threatened
as
by
a
the
police
minority
officer.
I didn't
that you're
know
we're
that was her
hiring.
history.
Exactly.
But we're hiring
They
these
didn't
people
put it in
like-
the trial. They didn't put that shit until she was getting sentenced.
Exactly, and that's
Because
my
it wasn't
thing.
relevant to the
Can
trial.
we stop giving people badges and shit
So,
without
like,
checking their
she
stuff?
got fired.
Without
I'm
checking
She
our
had
stuff.
fire, ain't
No, let him talk. Let him
I'm
talk.
sorry.
Yeah,
Go
no,
ahead.
talk,
Go
bro.
ahead.
Because, and I can't really speak too much on this situation.
We don't got that many details about this one.
Just speaking for myself, I'm fighting a few cases right now, but so she has priors
Yeah, priors.
that weren't even that weren't brought up in court as
They couldn't
factual
bring it
or
up during the
detailed.
trial
You can't
because
bring it
it
up
wasn't
in the
about the
sentencing.
trial. It had, and the only thing they could bring it up for was in sentencing, because at that point they go towards your character.
Yeah, like how trial works is you literally have to, it's basically when you're in a fight with your loved one, you got to stay on topic. So how trial works is you got to stay on trial just about the murder.
Crime of a passion or something
But
like that.
but it doesn't
Well,
matter.
I mean,
You
they
can
pretty
only
much
talk
said
about
it
what
was
happened
crime
that
of
day.
passion.
You
and
can
he was
only
a
have to
passion,
talk
but-
about like that small square of
My
what
thing
happened.
is, but her last charge was manslaughter, though, correct?
But you can't bring any of that up until
Yeah,
after
they
she
couldn't
gets
bring any
sentenced.
evidence
On a
of it.
trial, you got to stick
Because
with
she was
what
never
happened
convicted.
with her.
Now,
and
say
Mom.
you're convicted of manslaughter charge or something like that, they can bring that up in a murder
Oh,
charge.
she wasn't convicted.
Right.
She wasn't convicted.
So after she got
was charged with it, but
convicted,
she
all of
didn't
that.
get charged.
But in
out,
respect to
but she was still
Atatiana
fired.
Jefferson, I would like to say I was tasked about that.
Sorry.
Because you know, we need justice for her.
Right.
Period. Whether that cop was black, that cop was white, whatever. My thing is, y'all are so threatened that y'all want to hire all these police enforcement, but we're not training them properly. And if we are training them properly, there's no ramifications for if they do some fuck shit.
I mean, that, I mean,
Because you're
reality,
taking lives.
that shit is, the police force is no different from a regular fucking job, right?
Exactly.
So I work for Allstate, so they did us the same fucking way. They put us in training, and you in training for a couple of weeks, right? You're supposed to have at least 2-3 more weeks, but guess what? Hey, the call volume out here real thick. We need you on the floor. And then go ahead and push them out. So you training these motherfuckers for a few weeks.
You give people guns.
Right, and then they push you out there, and then 9 times out of 10, they hook you up with somebody who may be a vet or something like, hey, we need you to show this guy the ropes.
I mean, me and Budda talked about that on my show, which was how they're putting these officers out there without the proper training and stuff like that. When in other countries, they don't give police officers weapons.
Exactly. You haven't even proved yourself
These
yet.
police
You
officers
got a
don't
whole
get
ass
weapons.
gun. You got
These
a
police
whole
officers
ass
don't
gun.
get
You got
weapons
able-
over there.
No, they don't.
No, at all. You get because you're trained in other
They get a
ways to take
flashlight,
somebody down.
a
That
baton,
doesn't
it's a mace.
because you should be able
That's
to
because
train.
you should be able to
But
talk a
they're trained
person
to talk
down.
you down.
And
Right.
with that, you
That's
should be able to
proper training
use
and
minimal
work
force.
on.
Right.
You should
They
be able
got-
to use
gotta
minimal
flash the
force to take
flashlight,
somebody
like,
down.
I
See you.
Yeah.
And it's like these cops is like, put your hand, not even finishing the fucking sentence.
I'm
and
sorry.
then having the ability to edit.
I don't
Where
wanna-
they do that at where you can edit your dash?
I can't even. I don't want to interrupt too much of the serious shit right now,
Can't focus.
because this shit's gonna keep me pissed off. But shout out
Shout
to
out
Tootie for the
Tootie,
motherfucking
bro.
gummy bears for the Hennessy
I'm good with the Henny
infused
gummy
gummies.
bears.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know
Shout
who's
out
going
Tootie.
live right now, but hit up to
Man.
For real, for real.
She got the Alfie gummies and shit. Like,
Because this ain't gonna do nothing but piss us off again.
but yeah, I
That's
think
what we was last
we
week.
do gotta, we do gotta report on what goes on at least in the neck of our woods, because by the time we hear it on the news, it's gonna be altered. It is gonna be said that
Exactly.
she was waving her gun at people in the
Now the
woods.
other shit.
It's some more shit.
Before we even go to the lighter shit real quick, how the fuck did they find the nigga that killed the witness, the key witness in Amber Geiger's trial, before they found the killer who's on tape shooting Andre Emmett
Right.
in his fucking car?
It's all fucked up. It's
How
all
do they
very,
find-
very fucked up? And I haven't reported on the Andre Emmett things, but like, Buddy can agree
This
on
is
that.
this some. I mean, Andre was loved in the city. Everybody loved Dre. Everybody that knew Dre, ever met Dre, period, had nothing but positive shit to say about Dre. Dre was a Dallas nigga, even if he ain't from here. I don't know if he's from here or not, but I know
He's still
he ran around the city and the city loved him as a person. From a regular person on the streets to people in the NBA and shit like that were really hurt by the shit that happened because he's sitting in his vehicle outside his house and the nigga run up on him and shoot him.
Right.
They can't find his killer, but they can find the person who killed or the key witness in Amber Geiger's trial.
Joshua Brown.
Yeah, Joshua Brown. They can find
R.I.P. for
his
him.
killers.
Actually,
And this
R.I.P. for
killer's
all
was
the people in all of this
black.
country because it's
And the
unnecessary.
judge was
Black.
And we
And
talked
that's
about
what I
that last
covered.
week too.
And the
The lady that-
minority,
the police
jury
officer that's
community,
rubbing
and
his hair
everything
was
black.
black. It was
And
all
here's why
black.
they all have to be black, so that we can't put the blame on nobody but our own people. And everyone wants to cry conspiracy all you want, but how many times have key trials like this that were detrimental, it's been a black minority.
Again,
or a minority of
Malcolm
color with
X
the judge and all of
said
that.
they will hire one
They
of
will hire one
us
of
to
us
make it-
kill one of us just to
and
say
make
it
us
was
look
one of
bad.
us.
Just to say that it was
Because
one
they
of
know
us.
we out here struggling.
We gonna put that
Exactly.
quote
And
on
I
one of these
actually,
videos too.
exactly. I want that put in
Right.
I want that on the website, but I actually put that on I posted that on my page because it's so true. And you see it playing out, and our own people are crying conspiracy theory, but all the signs are pointing towards the more fuck shit they keep doing towards us, and we're peeping it, and they're like, you guys are just crying conspiracy. No, we're on a whole new trial. She did nothing to nobody. Atatiana was at her. Come on now, she was in her house asleep, bro. Her neighbor called to protect her, bro, and the cops shot her, bro.
Now the neighbor feel like I can't even call the police
The,
on
co-
them.
Like,
the
I'm
neighbor
just
actually,
saying this,
the neighbor actually
As the
said he
neighbor,
regretted it. He
as a
said he
neighbor,
regretted
I'm
ever calling
thinking
the
to
cops.
myself, exactly.
He's
because
in
I'm thinking to
tears.
myself like,
Yeah, he
He's
said,
I
made
he
this
said that he
happen.
didn't want his identity to be private. He's in tears.
what's stopping
Going
you
back,
from?
he said,
Hey,
I
I'm
wish I
already
would
on
never
the
call
hey,
the cops.
my neighbor's door is open and the
Exactly.
lights is on. Something weird maybe going on. I'm finna just check it out.
And that's all he said. He knew she was a single lady. He knew that she was the mom of young babies.
You checking the
You know
mail
what I mean?
probably once or twice.
And that's exactly what it was. He didn't know her personally, but he knew that she was a single mom. He knew it was 2 o'clock in the morning. He did his right as a civil person in the community.
And the
he
police
called the
actually
cops
did
looking
it the
out for
wrong
her.
way.
And the
And
civil servants.
Exactly. I want to know how you feel about it, and I want to get your opinion too, since you guys are our guests.
Well, let's get Budda real quick because he's in A17. This is his
Yeah.
neighborhood.
It really is nerve-wracking to hear this because, I mean, the neighbor did his thing. I mean, he was right. He did nothing wrong.
Right.
He called in. I mean, I'd be suspicious if my next door neighbor's door was open at 2 in the morning and she is a single mom and there's you know. I mean, I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure what she has to protect.
There were
herself.
babies in there?
Yeah, she's a
I'm
mom.
not sure.
She leaves behind a small baby. I don't know exactly how old the baby, but she looks like 1 or 2. She's not that old.
Damn,
Baby's
so
a
what, baby and
baby.
child take a custody sentences right now?
She leaves
And the
behind a
cop
small baby.
that was there. I mean, what was it? Just one cop?
There was 2.
There's 2.
There's 2 cops there.
Okay, so I mean, like from the video footage.
No need for you to draw your gun. You're not threatened.
You know,
There's 2 of y'all there.
the door. I mean, I'm not sure what the protocol is on that, but weren't they supposed to say? Fort Worth PD.
Open up.
Is anyone here?
Yes.
He can have one guy.
Identify yourself.
Now they're not
Multiple
wrong.
times.
They're not wrong of having somebody go to the backyard. I can understand what they're trying to do that, but there's no indication of like warning or
Here's my thing.
anything.
I'm a mom of kids. When you start editing shit, what you edited for if you was in the right?
Exactly.
Why is there edited videos? If you in the right, I just had a situation like this. If you're in the right the whole time, you just surrender the information that you have,
Exactly.
the way it is, period, and you let the people decide what happened. But why you send over edited stuff? Even see it to the point that CNN is like, we need the unedited video so that everybody kind of sees exactly what happened. Why is it edited?
How do you feel about this?
It could have been handled in a totally different manner. I mean, I understand that they were trying to do their jobs, which they failed to do because you injured a civilian and you killed a civilian.
Right.
Your job is to protect, regardless of what you thought you may have seen through this window. You weren't for sure, so you weren't supposed to pull the trigger. So at the end of the day, yes, it is Fort Worth Police Department's fault.
Sheila?
I'm just thinking of it from a black man's standpoint because I've been through police brutality more than once for no fucking reason. Brutality. I've come to realize that these motherfuckers are trained to. It's you or me in any situation. It's you or it's me. I may have kids at home.
Right.
Boom. So, just off of that mindset, which is kind of a fearful mindset. If you want to be real, that's a fearful mindset. It's you or me. That's not a kingly mindset. That's not a leadership mindset. When you get a call, let's say you got a call at 2 in the morning and you're a police officer, and I've seen documentaries of the police officer saying every time you get a call, have your life already prepared for it. Use your life on this call. The way that they're trained, again, is kind of a fearful kind of training for them to
But you take
come in.
emotions, but for your training, you're not supposed to be scared.
Exactly.
I'm a scared nigga with a gun.
Take
A scared nigga with a
emotions
gun
out of
is
those
not thinking
situations.
about who. You feel me?
Scared nigga with a gun is
You're not
the first
supposed
person
to-
to kill you.
Exactly. Like you're trained to not be a scared nigga with a gun.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of your training, not to be out here like someone that's not trained. But you're going into situations already like that. This like protocol. I mean, come on now. It's Fort Worth. How long does it take you to answer a call in Fort Worth? I'm gonna say 20 minutes past. What burglar is still in the house after they done kicked in the door? After they done seen light shining? Who the fuck is still in the house? Protocol and common sense would have told you by the time you got there, the perk's already gone anyway. We need to be making sure
Who the fuck
whoever
gonna
was
hide
in
in
the
the house?
house
Yes,
is
ma'am.
okay.
Yeah, we got
We need to go make sure they didn't harm nobody that's in the house still.
I'm
You know
sorry, I
damn
just
well the
still
perk is
gotta
still not in the
not
fucking
put
house.
blame, but ask the neighbor.
No, there's definitely when you start
as a
editing dash
man,
cam,
just
there's blame.
Go to your neighbor's house and be like, hey, why are the lights on?
But I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
clearly the
Well,
neighbor
you
knows,
gotta
know what I
think
mean?
too. If it's 1:30 in the morning, right? The door's wide open, right?
The neighbor did his
so
part. He did
this-
what he was supposed to do.
right.
Calling
So
the police.
well, think about it, right? The neighbor goes over there.
He was older.
Neighbor
He was
goes
not
inside.
young.
Older
yeah, I
guy.
definitely wouldn't have tripped if he would have came.
But
to check on
even
me.
still, you go over there and
Somebody
you don't have a
actually is
gun.
there.
Let's say somebody's actually
Actually
in there,
in there, right.
and now
Now
you
you
did
get
it.
killed.
You see what I'm saying?
Now,
See,
me,
so I say-
me
I
being
was
a black
talking-
man, I
say
just
he
lost my
totally
life
did
for
the
a
right
good
thing.
cause.
See, exactly.
She
Listen,
lost
I'm-
her life for me being a black man.
And
I lost
see,
my
and we're
life
gonna
for a
talk
good
about that
cause.
for
I'm going to
protocol
go
on
try
that.
and boom, boom, boom.
I'm
She
protocol
lost her
on
life
that.
for no
I work-
reason.
I work at a child care center at 5 o'clock in the morning. My protocol is if I go to my child care center and my lights are not on in the living room and my door is open, I don't even get out my car. I call the cops and I call my administrator. Yo,
Because you gotta think about it. The person that's doing that, you know,
we're gonna do closing arguments and then we're
nine times out of 10, it's like white people going in. Hello, somebody in there? Bow. You know what I'm saying? So nobody wants to be part of that. But the thing is that in this situation, it's like for me, right? So I'm a military vet. So in reality, rules of engagement is supposed to go into play, right? So with us, when we even in Iraq,
you can't shoot unless you shot at.
I'm in Iraq.
all that.
So congratulations, thank you for your
Yeah. So what I mean, if I see a threat, in reality, I'm supposed to shout at this threat first, right? Now that I've shouted at this threat, now I have to show my weapon to this threat, right?
Yeah.
Now you see me have a gun. If I'm physically close enough, they actually in the rules say I'm supposed to shove the threat with my gun if I'm close enough. Like there's a lot of S's that you have to go through before you shoot.
You're not able to shoot somebody unless they shoot at you first.
Right. So the thing is that yes, you looking through somebody through a window and you see somebody move, but this person has not, you know what I'm saying, presented themselves as a threat or no, right? So if anything, you're supposed to take precaution, move the hell back. Now if somebody starts shooting, that's totally different. You know what I'm saying? But this person hasn't done anything other than be asleep. Because if I'm asleep and I wake up and there's lights through my window, I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm not assuming there's a police. I'm assuming somebody trying to break in my shit. So if I get a piece, I'm going to grab that piece and start busting.
You look through my window, like they stay right there. It's going through the window. I can't. There's nothing else I can do about it.
Clearly, we're all still real heated about this because it's real fresh on all of our minds. So you can go to partyangersradio.com. That's Angels with Motherfucking Z, and you can actually comment on our actual episodes. We have the comments open, and we go in there and we answer them and everything. So
we answer questions.
We're gonna reply. You're gonna get a reply from all of us. We're gonna be the ones replying to you. So you can go on the website and you can continue this conversation. But we do have to go on because we've got a couple of more topics to cover in very, very little time.
Gummies though.
Shout out to the Henny gummies.
The real MVP.
I love right now. I just want the brown one. That's the only one I want is the brown one.
Our MVP. So we're gonna go on. We're gonna go on to scary movies because I told y'all this is my favorite.
It is
month.
October.
It is October.
It is Halloween one.
Shout out. I want to know. Okay, because me, I'm a scary motherfucker. Like I'm not scared of shit, but I'm scared of shit. You feel me? Like don't leave me in a park thinking it's gonna be all honky dory because in my head, 1, 2, Freddy come for, and I'm already in the park. We don't play.
So somebody walking behind you with
games. Yeah. No Jason, no Friday the 13th, no creepy little white kids.
Biggest fan out there.
No creepy little white kids. None.
We should do that.
So the
Biggest fan out there.
The thing about Chucky too was you never knew what Chucky was there.
So here's my thing.
He was just there.
Here's my thing. So I want to know because, like I said, I don't fight me. I don't care. I'm a scary motherfucker. I want to know which scary movies still fuck you up to this day. Maybe you saw it when you was 7. Maybe you saw it last week. I'm gonna tell y'all my scary movie. Anything Freddy Krueger related. I already have a bunch of dreams, and like the shit that some stuff doesn't scare me. It's the psychological shit. Like Saw scares the shit out of me because that shit can happen. Freddy Krueger scares the shit out of me because I'm a dreamer. I have a lot of dreams and a lot of my shit comes true. So scary movies like that. Freddy Krueger. My auntie, when I was little, shout out to my auntie that I'm not gonna mention because I'm still praying for God to heal me with the forgiveness. Shout out to you though. But I lived in Fort Worth and I remember she made me watch the Freddy Krueger movie whenever it was like they kept coming back to the park. And they kept coming back to the park and it was like a recurring thing. And so when the movie was over, she was like, let's go have a play date at Annie's house. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. We go to the car and she drives the fuck off and leaves me at the park. But as she's driving down the street, she's like, 1, 2, 3. So to this day, nigga, fuck parks at the dark. Fuck it all. And I'm still praying for forgiveness. What's yours? What movie stuck with you? Mine is Freddy Krueger.
I mean, since I got older, I ain't really seen shit just scary.
Nah, when you was a kid.
When I was a kid, I didn't fuck with Freddy. Like literally my moms and them, everybody would be in the living room and watching it. I'd be like, I'm not doing it. Now, mind you, I may sit at the end of the hallway and kind of peek through the door, looking in the living room while the TV's on, so I can feel like I'm with y'all because I don't want to be in my room by myself. But I'm not watching this. I'm not gonna do it. If I come in there, I'm not paying attention because me and Freddie, we didn't really get along when I was young.
So both of us are Freddie.
No, I don't do Freddie.
Okay, so Freddie and Freddie.
I don't do Freddie.
Lo?
There's not a specific movie, but like the movies that have to do with like supernatural forces like demons and shit, like, cause I believe in God.
The Conjuring and shit like that.
Those types of movies, really, I don't mess with them. But
The first Conjuring was
what was that one? What was that one? Where the lady was
Insidious.
Insidious.
no,
That
she
was
was trying to kill her kids. Like some demon got in her.
Oh.
She was trying to kill her kids.
All of them. All of them.
That sounds like some girl from South Dallas.
Well, I can't remember the name of it, but yeah.
That's the one right there.
Movies that are supernatural, so he's on the same stuff that I'm on. The shit that can happen and the shit that's got to do with the spiritual fucks with me. What about you?
Mine is Candyman.
Yes.
Candyman.
I'm not even gonna lie. Yes. You said it twice. You can't say it. You already said it twice. You already said it twice. Don't play. I gotta drive home by myself.
So y'all say Rrari. If y'all say it again, I might pop up. Don't do it.
She will. Pull up game strong.
Pull up game real
like
strong.
Candyman. You the bet. Everybody, you on your second one. I don't play with it. So
nobody did that was ever young and dared somebody to go in the bathroom.
Hell no. We not gonna play games. We I just got like with my say. We not playing these games tonight in October, boy. No.
And you say yours was Freddy?
So Freddy. Supernatural stuff, that name we're not gonna say because everybody already said it twice.
I ain't saying that at all.
And now Budda, what's your
Just anything that could possibly happen with the supernatural stuff.
Final Destination?
I mean, like,
shit.
that stuff actually can happen.
I'll be in the store like I just cheated.
In the store, going down the highway with the log trucks down.
Girl. If anybody in the car with me was on the log, I'm like, let me go ahead and get this.
Okay, no, I'm like, nah, I'm going over. As a child, it's not a movie, but Courage the Cowardly Dog used to scare the fuck out of me.
I know a lot of people that say Courage.
It was like,
I know a lot of people that say that shit though. That Courage was a little creepy to me.
The movie Bones. Is anyone else?
Which
the movie Bones did not scare. Nah, Bones
Snoop Dogg one.
It's a witchcraft thing, like if you know people, like I don't know. I have family members that fuck with black magic and shit, and everybody says they don't fuck with that movie. I was little, but I knew like my cousins stuff fuck with black magic, and when Bones played, I was like,
See, we grew up. The thing about me and her is, we grew up. Our great grandma was a gypsy.
Right.
So we
grew up around Coonadetas.
Different than a lot of.
I grew up around Blue House and Coonadetas. So that's all I know.
We know for sure the shit be real. You know what I'm saying? Like the spirituality.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
so we're gonna wrap it up with you.
With me? It's two of them, right?
Trump getting reelected.
Say y'all know what?
That's number 3 right there.
Bushwick Bill. The mind playing tricks on me.
Dude,
that video was crazy.
Every single time last year, I was like, no, me and Ghetto Boys were not trick-or-treated.
Rest in peace to Bushwick Bill. That was my motherfucking nigga right there, man.
But yeah, that video.
We ran up and down 6th Street.
I got it all around and it was all blood. Nope.
Now, all right. So what fucked with me? It was 2 of them, right? It was Leprechaun. And it was Child's Play. The original Child's Play, the first 2, they fucked me up. My brother had a dog. My brother had the Chucky dog. Oh my God.
So are you saying you got a problem with little people?
Yeah, you got little midgets.
I feel
I feel a little bit.
I mean, not the.
Is it
Me and Throw kind of understanding about little people.
So you don't like the leprechaun?
At least about little women.
What about the leprechaun?
What's this understanding?
Now with Leprechaun, right?
What is this understanding?
Whoa.
Look at this man speed. I'm letting him.
Now with the little people thing, Leprechaun, right?
Right.
Remember Leprechaun went to the hood? Leprechaun fucked me up when he went to the hood, bro. So I'm
like this
shit.
This nigga really goes to the hood.
In that weed.
He's in the hood. This might happen.
This nigga done blew the sweet, goddamn. Bro, and then them with the Phillies and shit too, cause it was like this nigga hitting blunts, and then he's like, "Where's me gold?
Where's me gold?" He went hood.
Where's me gold? Bitch in your mouth, nigga. What is you talking
In
about?
your
Move
real
around. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we got all that. We're gonna wrap it up. We got 3 minutes left. Everybody's not gonna be
We got one question for everybody today on.
I wasn't even gonna do Smarter Than 5th Grade. I was gonna save that. I had a new segment that I was gonna call Say That Shit Sunday. I know everybody has something, one thing that they bit their tongue on all week long. We're gonna leave all that negativity, so you're gonna get to, without saying the name, you're just gonna say one sentence to someone that you really just been holding in all week long. It's called Say That Shit Sunday. No names. No names.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm dead ass, baby.
We going in.
Say that shit Sunday. Throwed. Say that shit Sunday.
Your mama.
Okay.
That's
Say that
all.
shit
That's
Sunday.
Enough said. Your mama.
a.
I will be back.
Oh.
That's some serious shit.
Terminator shit. All right, I fucked with it.
Somebody be scared.
1,000.
I'll be back.
All right.
You'll see me next weekend.
Usually
on
that's how
site.
it is. No
It's
lie.
on- it
Usually
really
that's how
is
it
whatever,
is.
though.
You see me every weekend.
Every week
You know
you'll
what I'm
see me
saying?
next weekend. She was mad today.
You can't keep it 100. Just leave me alone.
That's a
That's
big
it.
one right
That's
there.
You can't keep it 100. Just leave me alone.
Leave motherfucker alone.
All the way.
Because if you can't be real, leave my girl Rrari alone.
Don't make-
Period.
Do the arm thing again.
Period. Grab your words from the sky.
Come on.
Throw them back at a nigga.
Come on.
Grab them from the sky. Throw them back at a nigga.
Don't make the brothers come looking for you.
Period. The
There's a
brothers
lot
be
of us
everywhere.
with a
Fact.
T.
Fact.
Period.
They everywhere.
Period.
Is it my turn?
Period.
It's on you.
Okay. Get out your feelings.
Facts.
Ooh. And with the neck roll?
That way.
Get out your
With the
feelings.
neck roll?
It's
That
not
way.
about you.
Boo boo.
Boo boo.
She had to throw the boo boo on there with the period.
Period.
With the T on there. Don't
Say
forget.
that shit Sunday.
Are you allowed to put boo boo and period all in the same
Period.
thing?
Poo boo boo.
Ugh.
Oh,
Serious.
shit.
Disgusting, but
I
we
should have
going
thrown
with
all three of them in there.
all three of them. That means it's serious.
Period.
Period. Say that shit Sunday.
If
Something from all week that you've been wanting
All
to
week long, that you've been holding it in. If
If-
it's a boss, whatever.
Come on, rap game, Packy out. What you got?
that's what it is. That's all I gotta say. If.
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 Nigga, if
If,
That's a
bitch.
not for real.
If, bitch. That's what I have to ask.
If can go
I have
left
to-
or right.
I got 3 words, and then we're gonna end this shit. My 3 words are fuck outta her.
Yo!
Fuck outta here.
Fuck out of here. This has been Hood Morning America.
Hood fucking morning.
Hey, little lady with the big voice.
Yo,
Everybody, let them know where to find you at real quick.
Low.
you finished.
Okay, you can catch 7K on PartyAngelsRadio.com because that's where all our shit be located.
With a
On
motherfucking Z.
Like on some Zorro shit. Okay. You can find me, Chrissy B, at Facebook, 7K on the radio on Instagram, 7K on the radio on Snapchat.
That's D8 on Dub Radio.
On the radio. Okay, and then we're gonna start this way this time.
You can catch me on everything. Buddy Hendrix. Instagram is Buddy_Hendrix and Snapchat stoner.buddy74. You know what it is.
You can go to my website, buddarudda.com, BUDDARUDDA.com. But if that's too much for you, it's at Buddarudda, BUDDARUDDA on everything: Facebook, Snapchat, Pornhub. It's all there.
Pornhub. Look 'em up.
One of them is.
You said porn? What's your IG again, Buddha?
Buddarudda, BUDDA.
Rrari Gelato. Rrari Gelato on Facebook. Rrari Gelato on Instagram.
Rrari Hendrix.
Ferrari 5717 on Snapchat. Y'all fuck with me.
Big facts. I am Throw, Facebook, and what else? Snapchat, Young Throwin on IG.
Young Throw one.
Young Throw.
Look 'em up. Who want the
And then
smoke?
D-Lo.
And D-Lo.
My name is D-Lo Suave. That's at everything. D-Lo Suave 187 on IG. But if you're looking for the music, type in D-Lo Suave. People think you gotta have the little accent on the E like Beyonce. No, I'm not on that level yet. Just type it in.
Squad.
It's gonna pop up.
So this is Hood Morning America, and we are signing out. We will see you next
Good
week.
morning,
And don't forget
America.
the motherfucking Z. Nigga, out there.
Bitch.
And your business.
They wanna treat us like we second tier talent or something. But we up, man. And we gon' keep grinding. And we gon' keep moving.